What up, you 6 sons of bitches? Well,
Hello, people.
Yeah, we're in the middle of what we call Thrill of the World. It's next to a fucking haunted hospital and next to a bunch of abandoned fucking businesses.
Yeah, and it's a nice nod to the amazing game Skyrim.
And we see all of the lands. And right now there's a fucking big ass storm. For example, you're about to hear.
Storm coming.
Oh, I knocked out the power.
That was a big one, yeah.
Whoa, I knocked out some lights.
What?
Well,
That storm, that lightning just like...
Hey, so like, are we in danger right now?
I don't think so.
I had that. Well, if we get struck by lightning,
Yeah.
see, it has us being the luckiest person. Because, like, what's the chance of us getting struck by lightning?
Okay.
But, nah, I think there's a lot more to... Oh, my fucking God, that dog just scared the shit out of me.
The horse with human eyes.
Yeah.
It's also...
Okay,
Oh.
so, let's set an environment for whoever's listening. So, next to us, towards the left, there's a haunted, basically, fucking, abandoned hospital.
Turn the light on.
There's storm coming.
Dog, run. An abandoned hospital that everybody says is haunted. I don't believe in ghosts, personally. But whenever we come by here, we always talk about this horse with human eyes and with a human smile. And it never stops to get the shivers. Just think about it. Any abandoned place you go to, think about a horse that has human eyes staring right at you.
Yeah, just imagine it. We're right outside here, and it could be in like the third story, just looking through a window. I imagine the horse being black and just looking at us.
With black eyes. But
Yeah.
like they're human eyes. It's terrifying.
Another thing about this hospital is I was actually born in it. A week before it closed down, I remember that I don't remember anything, but my mom used to tell me she always
Those
remembered
lights?
the boxes. Huh?
I was like, those like, it's from a car. Car's coming.
Jesus Christ.
She always
lightning.
remembered the boxes when she was giving birth to me. And I don't know, I feel like I have some sort of weird connection with this place. My mom used to tell me that every time I'd be crying, she would drive past this hospital or walk past it. After it was abandoned, I would just stop crying for some reason.
Wouldn't it be creepy if you had like an imaginary friend?
Yeah.
Because then that means that like they had to be from the hospital.
Yeah. Apparently Caesar had that incident where he used to have this imaginary friend. And I didn't really believe him at first, but I used to talk to him about it. Did you ever talk to him about his imaginary
No.
friend? Anytime I bring it up, he'd ask for me to stop talking about it.
Oh my God, that's...
Like, he was legitimately terrified.
I don't believe in ghosts personally, but like I'm the type of people. I think they said this in the HCR3 podcast that if I don't believe in ghosts, but at 3 a.m, I'll turn the lights on like around me so that I won't get spooked. Because like at that time is when your imagination runs. Ooh,
Another one
big
coming.
beautiful lightning. I never really had imaginary friends. I would just pretend.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they technically were imaginary friends, but I didn't have them with me all the
Yeah.
time. It's just when you're having your adventures.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun. I miss being a kid. We're in college, boys.
Yeah, we are.
We
I had
just
siblings, so I didn't really much have imaginary friends.
Yeah, I was
You
lonely.
could still
I was
have
kind
imaginary
of like the
friends.
punching bag for them.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
You and I were lonely, right, Derek? Cause like you didn't have your brothers until. Well, actually no, you had brother, but
Oh, yeah, but that's not to say I didn't have imaginary friends. I remember even the very few first days of school up until, and I still do it now, I used to daydream all the time, create all these stories in my head.
yeah,
Which is why I love D&D, because I can now put those stories into use with my friends.
yeah, dude.
That's
Yeah, I
nice.
do so too sometimes. Like think of way exaggerated scenarios. Cause I'm a very firm believer of like.
that was a nice one.
Oh shit. Oh, the pus. Fucking back into it. We received a call, but it's okay because we did what they probably wanted us to.
Yeah, which is park as opposed to drive in a super rainy /
Ooh.
dangerous
Oh,
environment.
that was a good one. It was right behind us.
Yeah, and also over here, dude, there's a lot of lightning.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
man.
lot of spots. There's a lot of spots getting hit.
Yeah, and they're not too far away, but they're not like super dangerously close. I don't think.
No, they're not. They're not so close. They're like miles away. I think like 5 miles, 6 miles.
I actually think one of the T-Mobile towers just turned off or something, because I checked, the phone just hung up, and I checked, and there's a G on my
Whoa.
on the actual bars on my
That's
phone.
crazy.
Hey, the lights are coming back on.
Oh yeah. Whenever we have weather, it's always like.
I was like, because I have T-Mobile too, so like. I
We
was
don't
like, do I have
need
a G?
T-Mobile. No, it's back. It's back. It was for like 2 seconds.
You got
here it goes.
EMP'd.
Oh yeah, the lights are coming back on. Whenever we get weather, which is very rare, but whenever we do, it's always nice to see that it's crazy. Like it doesn't like half-ass it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're gonna get a rainy week, it is a rainy week. though.
it's gonna be
a
rainy.
week. Yeah.
I
Oh,
oh
sorry.
back
Oh, rain's
motherfucker.
coming back. Yeah, it's starting to come back.
Yeah, it is. It's starting to get strong. But hey, at least the lights are back on. That
Yeah.
makes it less spooky.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about? Fuck.
But it gives the horse with human eyes like more of a visual on us.
Yeah, he has more shine. That's what the name of this first episode is gonna be. Horse with human eyes.
The horse with human eyes. Yeah.
It's just such a terrifying image. But you and I were like pretty lonely. I would say like
Yeah. It was just you and me.
no like when it comes to childhood, because like I mean you had your brother, but he wasn't the same age as you until like you can only play with your brother like once they reach like 4. I think.
Yeah.
Anything
Because before that, they're like meat potatoes that don't do anything.
Yeah, so I understand that. JJ, you had different experience.
Yeah, that was the punching bag.
I'm gonna take off my seatbelt because I'm a rebel.
Whoa.
Whoa. So let's talk about us becoming more adults.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we graduated 3 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
3 months ago.
and now, oh fuck, that's right. Damn.
Yeah, 3 months,
It
4
is.
months.
And now we're in college. We're all in a nice university.
Yep.
Tammy U. Number 8's most affordable because we're all about those savings,
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like Lil Dicky, we're all about saving that money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a lot of changes. For any of you that hate school, don't worry, you love college.
College is way better than high school. A lot of less unnecessary things
Yeah,
to do. It's
and
great.
you're usually taking classes that you actually want to take.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hours are pretty accessible too.
Yeah, like we have fuck tons of breaks.
There's a lot of events too happening. So like if
Mhm.
you have like breaks between your classes, you can just go to an event. Takes
Most
an hour.
most likely you have a game room to chill out, or
Yeah.
if you're like JJ, you like to work out, rec room. You get to enjoy your life a lot more. Like I've been having a fuck ton of a good time.
Yeah, it's great.
High school, while I did not hate it, it felt a lot more like a constant pain.
Yeah, it's more linear.
Now legit, like no one's forcing you to do anything.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah, you're
great.
on your own.
Mommy's not forcing you to like go to your class
Yeah.
early in the morning. You could like really miss out.
You paid for that shit.
So yeah, unless you're in community college, I'm pretty sure community college they do kick you out. Like LCC.
Oh,
Or,
okay.
I'm sorry,
LC.
LC.
Oh, yeah.
They changed the name of LCC for LC.
Indecisive people.
But yeah, they actually would kick you out of college. I remember my aunt Nini.
Mhm.
She was in college right before I went to college,
Okay.
and she had given birth,
Ooh.
and she was taking like maternity leave. But I'm pretty sure she may have not told the professor, and the professor called her like a week after she had given birth,
Yeah.
and he was like, "I just want to know, are you gonna come to this class or not, so I can drop you?"
No.
And,
Dang.
and she's like, "Well, I'm maternity leave," and he's like, "Doesn't matter." It's a real quick doesn't matter, which asshole move, but they totally have to do that.
Yeah.
I remember this one time. I think one of my friends told me that he used to go to LC, and he would always ask the professors, "Is attendance mandatory?" And well, like they told him like, "Oh no, attendance is mandatory. You can just come first day and then you can leave." And he did that, and he came back to finals. For finals, he was able to pass them all, so he did everything of his classes on his phone, except he has this one class. He had algebra, but he didn't go because it's algebra and like it's easy stuff.
Just like me.
Yeah, it's like it's easy stuff. And so he was supposed to fail that class, but the professor gave him a 70. The reason was he went up to ask the professor. He's like, "So like, why'd you give me a 70 if I don't even come to your class?" And he's like, cause you're the only one who passed my final with the 100." To which he then replied with, "I didn't even take the final."
What? That's crazy.
But like it was already grades were already turned in and everything, so he got curbed for
Damn.
not doing anything in that class.
That's fucking awesome. I'm pretty sure it really depends on the professor, because
Yeah.
like sometimes the professors could be like, "Yeah, you have to come, and now I'm gonna fucking drop you," like with the.
Hall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hall. If Hall was a fucking professor at LCC, I'm pretty sure he'll drop people. But since it's Tammy, he doesn't care. But yeah, it's been a lot greater, and we have a lot more freedom now.
Mhm.
I mean, we already had freedom senior year, like
Yeah.
be out here around this time at 12. It would still be okay for us, but like it wouldn't be as okay as it is now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, senior year was pretty fun. Like, but now it's like double the fun basically. 'Cause
Yeah.
we have a lot more freedom. Like you feel like an actual fucking adult for once.
Mhm.
Well, it matters on your classes though. Like what time your classes
Yeah,
going.
you could be fucked. Like,
Cause
have,
like on the daily, for my schedule on the daily, I'm always going at like 9. Like I go in 9 a.m. come out 9 p.m.
Mm.
and if you're a music major that wants to have free time,
Oh yeah,
don't.
like, yeah. If you're a music major,
Change your major.
God bless you.
change your major,
Yeah,
cause
God bless you. You have to you have to use all your free time to practice,
and you have like 11 classes.
and that's hard stuff to do.
11 classes, if you didn't know, it's fucking hard in college. Like that's, you go in probably 8 a.m. every day, get out at 6 p.m. usually, because there's no classes that are like, or there is classes that are like that, but it's a slim chance that you get classes that are like one after the other, and you still wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
It's too much info at once.
Mhm.
You'll burn out super quickly. How you guys have been enjoying college so far? I said that I think it's great.
Yeah. I've enjoyed almost everything about it.
What's your favorite part?
Not dying.
Yeah.
I'd say, well, it's very broad, but the freedoms, like, I remember my very first class, I wasn't expecting, like, I was supposed to be there for 3 hours, but I wasn't expecting to be there, like, an hour, and then just finish drawing something, and then have her tell you, oh, well, now, if you're done with your drawing, you can leave.
Yeah.
And I sat down there just, like, in awe, like, what, I just walk out? Yeah.
Right. Dude, I had this conversation, well, I was part of this conversation with our boy named Miguel.
Mhm.
And the teacher was like, oh, you need to be more responsible, you're an adult. And like, he's like, I can't even go to the restroom without asking, man. I'm not an adult. And then, the first day of college, man, like, people, like, I was like, should I ask to go to the restroom? And I'm like, wait, no, I'm in fucking college. I don't need to ask. And I just went, and it felt great. Like,
Mhm.
I couldn't imagine how great it feels to just leave a class if you want
Yeah.
to. A lot of people do that, and I'm like, yeah, you go, man. Like, you have a
Mhm.
good time. What about you, Jay? Jay, what's your favorite thing about college? Well, you said not dying, but
I think like the community actually, cause like in high school, people hate each other. Like
Yeah,
people, like if you try talking to someone, they're like, "Why are you talking to me?" But like the first day, I didn't expect to like talk to people. But like when I went in the first week, you kind of like interact with the people around you. Like you start meeting new people and everything.
Yeah.
I was about to say exactly the same thing, that people in high school are such close-minded. Like,
Mhm.
they're very much fond of their own friend groups, and they won't change it like very easily, unless like I think we were able to change it pretty easily. Like, if somebody's at our table, we never like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah. We'll invite him in for sure.
Yeah, even if it takes the spot of one of ours, like it's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that to a person? But like here in college, everybody is having fun. I'm pretty sure people that go to community college are not having that type of stuff though, because they're just there like, I just want to get my basics and get out of here.
Mhm.
Earphones and ears and whatever. But like here, you could legit just go talk to anyone, and they'll have a nice conversation with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, like people in the game room, like if they're playing by themselves, it's like, oh, you wanna play a game with me?
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say no.
Yeah.
But, like, everybody is so friendly, and like I haven't met like one bad person.
Yeah.
And I've been talking to a lot of people, but yeah, it's a whole different social experience. I'm sure even people that are like not extroverted, like for for you, for you, Derek.
Yeah.
Like you have a fun time like talking to all these new people.
Yeah.
There's
They come to you. That's the thing. It's great.
Yeah, like you would never expect anyone to come to you
Mhm.
in high school, but now it's fantastic.
And it's also too like when like it comes to like Tammy has a bunch of events nearly daily on the weekly daily, and like you expect like in high school when there's an event, all people were like, some people would go, or like not that much people would go, or like the people who want to go are like skipping.
Yeah, there you go.
But then like here at TAMU, you see like a bunch of people want to like come attend this event.
Yeah.
They are actually passionate about the event that's about to happen. And it's nice, and it's also nice meeting people that like move to here, cause it's
Yeah.
it's the city, like when you live here, you don't see a reason why anybody would wanna come
Mhm.
here. But then they do, and they're like, oh, it's because I love Texas, or it's because my family's here, or it's like, oh, it's because border town or whatever. Like all these different reasons that you wouldn't see
Mhm.
before. You're like, oh my god, you're right. So yeah, that was great. Oh, look,
Oh, fire truck.
fire truck. Ooh, fire truck. Um, if you wanna say fuck, you say fire truck. Use that one, kids. What was I saying? Fuck. Fire truck. Um,
Like during our orientation for
orientation was great.
our orientation was amazing. Our for our orientation, you kind of like get a first glance of like how TAMU life would be.
Mhm.
Like I met a guy from Pennsylvania.
I met that guy too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were in the same one with us. Like
Yeah.
we met a guy from Pennsylvania. He was my roommate.
Hmm.
And like the guy was like super chill and everything. And I told him like, oh, why'd you come to TAMU? And he was like, oh, I kind of like the culture here. I kind of like I kind of like being how it's a border town and everything. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then like I'm also like when I go to the rec, I always I hear like people talking around, and I hear like there's like two people who always go there when they're playing ping pong.
Ping pong.
I was
Ping
about to
pong.
say table tennis. When they're playing ping pong, and they're
Table
both
tennis is
actually
nice.
German. So
They're German?
I hear them. I just hear them speaking German all the time.
There's
like-
always these two Asian guys that go. I want to say Asian because I have no idea where they come from. My best guess is Philippine
Mm. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
because they're brownish.
Mhm.
Not to stereotype, but we're very similar to the Filipinos.
Yeah.
The dark skin tone. But who knows? I have no idea where they are from, and I don't think it's rude to ask, but it's still like
Yeah.
I always should talk to them there first. But whatever, like it's cool to see all these out of
State.
out of whole like country students. Where would you guys go if you were gonna study abroad? Japan?
Yeah. I wasn't even gonna bring it up. I was gonna say, Alex.
Yeah, Japan.
Definitely, for sure.
How about you, Jay?
Where's the? I forgot. Where's the?
Rome. Where is it?
The color-
Russia.
Yeah, I was saying Russia or the. Where's the Louvre? No, not the Louvre. Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Where's that one?
Mm.
We're so uncultured.
Yeah, I know.
I
We're
don't
super
know.
uncultured. It was either Russia or Paris. London.
My answer all the time for this question is like I would like to go to a fucked up third world country. Like,
Cambodia.
Okay.
no, that's not that bad. Like,
Yeah, Cambodia is like pretty good.
like
now.
I'll go to like a tribal style in Africa or like the most fucked up part in Russia, like super cold. Because I just want to experience
I
like
am the machine.
I just want a whole new experience. Like
Mm.
I feel like we're a little bit spoiled. Like even though we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
we don't think
Mhm.
about it, but like yeah, like I would love to go somewhere where there's no running water just to like experience it for a while and be like,
no Wi-Fi, no running water.
yeah. I'm sure I would not enjoy the no Wi-Fi, but I'll get used to it pretty fast. Even bit more if there's like beautiful scenery, because I just love beautiful scenery. What else? Oh, we can talk about what we did today. Like after we had our poker night, and we can talk about poker night too. But like we went to Walmart because Derek wanted to go buy some Pokemon,
Pokemon cards, yeah.
You've been getting into Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon's fun.
You switch, Derek. Like I've just noticed, like you've done the Holy Trinity.
Yeah,
No, I don't
Pokemon-
switch. I do all of them.
You
Yu-
did
Yu-Gi-Oh?
You went to Magic, and now you're in Pokemon.
I'm cultured.
Your culture and all of them. That's good. You can play any game.
Yeah, man. It's nice.
But we wanted to go to buy Pokemon cards because we were just done with Poker Night and everybody was gone and we're down for anything, down for the count.
Mm-hmm,
So we went there and then we just went towards the clothes and started buying clothes, motherfuckers.
What are we, adults or something?
Yeah, dude. I think this week has been the only week that I've bought myself clothes aside from the Obey Cthulhu t-shirt.
No big Cthulhu. Yeah, yeah.
And that t-shirt like was like $20. Like I'm talking about actually buying clothes. You
Yeah.
know what I
Like
mean?
taking the time to see which one looks good, what fits, the prices and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Like Derek bought a nice hoodie,
Mhm.
and like a nice zipper sweater. You know, JJ, you bought a nice like sports style.
Ticket George sweater.
Yeah,
Is it done ready?
I think so. Yeah, I think this is
Yeah,
like
it's
the
done
one.
It's a
already.
little drizzle. Oh. Horse with human eyes.
Oh, dude, it's so fresh. What? Hold up. It's drizzle. I don't want to keep that window open. But when you open it, I got like a nice fresh air.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a nice sports and sports coat. Yeah, right, sports coat.
It wasn't a sports coat. It's like just like a cold sweater type of deal.
I got a nice like work style jacket, like something that you would see at like from the office, like the warehouse workers.
Yeah.
But I like that style of clothing. Like that's like right now I'm wearing fucking work boots just because they're comfortable. A lot of work stuff is comfortable.
Yeah.
And I just like wearing comfortable stuff, but like work stuff looks pretty good whenever you can just wear it. Like, and if you see it in the casual world, like it looks pretty good. But yeah, that was crazy. We went to buy clothes, and in the middle of it, I realized, guys, we're buying clothes. We're adults.
Buying clothes on our own.
Slowly but surely, we're becoming adults. Like,
Yeah.
it sneaks up on you. Cause
You never expect it.
usually, whenever we have Walmart adventures, it's just usually we go buy some cards and then we fuck around and just look at the toys and shit like that, and just fucking record some nice Snapchats, and then we go home.
Yeah. Don't get us wrong. We did go play with toys and buy cards, but well, I bought cards, but we bought clothes this time. We added some adult stuff to it.
Yeah,
We're slowly but surely.
baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
It's all about that. What else? I had topics. I told you about topics, and then they're just gone now.
Is it weird that in the middle of this podcast, when it was raining super hard and there was lightning, I was imagining what if we all get struck by lightning and we all die, and the only thing that survives is the phone, and we have one last podcast of our dying where it's just talking about our transition from high school to college and how sad that would have been for our family.
Derek, you won't believe me. Maybe you will. I had the same exact thought. I was like, if we die right now and somehow this podcast makes it,
Lost Films. No, was it Lost Tapes?
I think that would be the best fucking podcast.
Yeah, that would be so heartbreaking but poetic at the same time.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like it's kind of like when you hear about young artists die,
Mm-hmm.
like things like Richie Valens.
Yeah, something.
Like you're like, oh fuck, like
Intense
they're
like
my
that,
age
yeah.
and like they were just making it in life. Like we all want to make it in life, so like we all share the same like, what's it called? Empathy. For people. But yeah, I was gonna say like they would play us in high schools and shit like that. Like that'd be crazy.
Yeah. And it would have been at such a critical point in our lives too. At some, not just like, oh, we died like while attending high school, or we died while attending the college. We died in between the transition from high school to college, in between the fruition of being a child and becoming an adult. And we managed to capture that into a podcast before we died. But here we are. We're
I
good.
had that exciting thought for a second, but I didn't want to mention it because like that's just so grim.
No, I had to mention it. You know I'm a grim person.
Yeah, but I did have the exact same thought.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to mention it. But yeah, I had another topic that I said, but I don't remember. Oh, I guess we can talk about poker night like that. It was
fun.
It was a fun day.
Yeah, I learned poker that night and it was great. I lost. I was the first guy to lose, but I enjoyed myself.
I played some poker. Like I'm not the best poker player in the world. I'll admit to that. But I had some experience with poker, and so I was just a dealer the whole night, and that was just fun.
Yeah.
Being a dealer is like good because you get to talk shit to everybody.
Yeah.
You shouldn't talk shit to everybody, but you get to.
Yeah.
Since we're all friends.
I can't tell you anything because you're not gonna lose anything.
Yeah, I have nothing to lose. I'm just seeing everybody lose. But I think you guys had a good time.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I was trying to milk my surviving.
Dude, you had some unlucky shit. You folded in a lot of hands that could have won.
Yeah.
But it's part of the game. But yeah, it's crazy how we out of nowhere, like a lot of people just join their friend.
Yeah,
circle.
yeah, and that was because of college. We wouldn't have had that interaction or that same thing happen in high school because everyone's so secluded to themselves, like me.
And maybe not secluded, but they're socially anxious to like, go up to new groups and just join them. Like all these people, the reason they joined us was because we were just playing pool. And they're like, hey, can we play with you guys? Or can I play with you guys? Like, more specific. And we're like, yeah. And then they showed up the next day. And we're like, okay, you're part of us now.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Alonso, like, out of nowhere, he just showed up. And I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, and he's like one of the coolest people. And it was just because he wanted to be there.
Alonso, Andy. Even Kun, like, Kun is someone that we don't talk to. But like,
yeah.
But out of nowhere, we started talking to him.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, and they would always. My family is always telling me like, "Oh, your friends are. You should hang out with your friends all the time because you guys are probably gonna get separated."
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the opposite. Like we're
Yeah,
we're just
we're
growing.
in college. We are not separated. We're going to be together for a while. It's great.
This is like
We're even growing.
Yeah.
Freshman year, no?
I mean, some of us did leave.
Some of
R.I.P.
us.
our boy Carlos. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also not Jerry, but Miguel did kind of just like not separate, but he's just a little in a little secluded area. But
Yeah.
I'm sure he's still part of us for
He is.
sure.
he is. It's just he's not able to join us. Just like Jesus.
Yeah.
Our friend Jesus.
Which one?
The boy Jesus. You know the.
No, which Miguel?
Oh, Miguel.
Pompa.
Yeah,
Ah.
Pompa.
I think Miguel Garcia. Well,
Oh.
Garcia's still in high school.
Yeah, it's a different story for him, but like, yeah, it's understandable. You know, they have different responsibilities.
Yeah, we all have different lives. It's normal.
They'll forever be a part of us. Same with Carlos because he left.
Yeah.
I think the only visual we would have, like, I think Carlos is the only person that if they looked into it, they would have a visual of who they are. I don't think they would recognize Derek, JJ,
Wait, what?
because like there's actual video up of Carlos. Like I have a video of Carlos like in channels. So like there's actual reference for if anybody like listens to us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's nice. Carlos, you're immortalized. What else? What can we talk about? Well, like that friend group is nice. Like I don't know, we just grew and now we
Yeah.
have
I'm sorry.
now we
That's
have
fine.
like a whole different scenario. Like we have so many different friend groups now, and it's just nice. Like people just joining out of nowhere and
Mhm.
they're amazing, and I'm happy.
Yeah,
great.
it's very nice.
All these people that like, yo, you know what's crazy? I thought Andy was like 20 sums.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Yeah, he's 18.
I'm older than Andy.
He's in our class, yeah. Like you too, right? You thought? Like,
What?
Did you think that Andy was older?
For sure, I thought he was older. It
Yeah.
turns out I'm like about a year older than him. That's
So
crazy.
we met Andy also playing pool, of course,
Mhm.
and then I didn't question like how old he was because I was like, it doesn't really matter. It's college, like.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You
It
can
doesn't
hang-
matter.
You can have with whoever the
Yeah, you
fuck
can have
want.
like you can be in the freshman class and then be like a sophomore.
Yeah, it really doesn't
And no
matter.
one would be like, whatever.
Oh yeah.
No one would care.
It's just as long as you're there, you know.
Yeah.
I've hung out with people that are like way older, like 30s and whatever, like,
Mhm.
and it's cool. I think it's a lot nicer sometimes.
Yeah.
To, like hang out because they have a lot of more stories. But I saw him and like, oh, he looks more like he's in his second year of college or third year of college. And then I saw his girlfriend and I was like, yeah, she also looks like she's older. I'm like, and then he comes in with a class of 2022 shirt, like the one that we got on orientation.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one at Dusty's.
The
at
gray
Dusty
one?
Camp.
Mhm.
And and that I was like, wait, what? And then he talked about like when he went to the D&D session with you guys that his
Mhm.
parents called that he should be home by like 10.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, oh, yeah, like I don't know, I don't like it. I was like, how old are you, Andy? He's like 18. I took a pause inside. I didn't tell him, but I took a pause inside. I was like, 18, not 20. But I was still like, you're grown, man. You need to tell your parents, and he did. That's crazy. Usually, whenever I tell people to like stand up to their parents a little, it takes like weeks or so.
Yeah.
He's the first person that I've ever told like, hey man, you need to like stand your ground.
What happened to their? What happened? The whole incident with the parents after standing up to them.
Oh, for Andy or for?
For Andy.
In general? Oh, for Andy. Well, you saw that they let him stay a lot more.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not going back home at 10. He's going back home at 12:30.
Nice.
Stepping up in the world.
Yeah, man. Baby steps.
Baby
Baby
steps.
steps.
Baby steps. Yeah. Well, it's respect your parents. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they give you a lot of the world.
Including life.
Unless they didn't. In that case, you don't have to respect them that much, but just recognize that they're your parents. That was
Recognize the situation.
I'm a psychology major, and I'm currently in my second psychology class, which is lifespan and development.
Mhm.
And we're having a very deep discussion about should kids that were adopted meet their biological parents. And it got really fucking heavy because at some point we talked about the story that actually happened in the city that a woman was like super drunk and her little kid were like, or not little, the kid was like 11,
Mhm.
but he was like, Mom, come inside, like you're making a scene basically. She's all outside drunk,
Yeah.
like, you know, the woo type of girls, you know,
Yeah.
the basic people that get drunk. But she was always saying like, ah, yeah, I don't care. I don't care if CPS takes you. Like, drunk talk.
Man.
I say drunk talk, but that's fucked up to say. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're drunk. But then the professor like took a small break. And
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not trying to process anything, but I'm trying to like get the right words for it. And it's like, you all admit that you gave your parents a hard time. And we're like, yeah, we gave our parents a hard time.
Mhm.
Like, it's normal. But there's no right reason that there's no action that a kid should do. So the parents say, I don't care about you, take him.
Yeah.
Like, and we all just kind of had like a moment of silence, and we were like, fuck, this got heavy. And I was like, damn, dude, it's like a third week. I thought it would get a lot heavier, like once we get into a lot, like
Mhm.
it had already gotten heavy because we talk about a little bit like of like, birth defects and
Mhm.
things like that, like case studies that are all in their own way weird. But it got really heavy that day. I was like, damn, I'm loving college. Cause I don't know, like in my own fucked up way, I guess I like feeling sad for a bit, like thinking about sad shit.
Oh yeah.
It's good for your brain. So I'm becoming I'm a psychology major. Derek, you are
I
a
am a biology major.
and
I'm a chem major.
chem major.
Wow.
And you're becoming a pharmacist.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Derek, what are you gonna be like?
I want to be some sort of researcher through biology.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
work at the lake or something. That'd be very nice.
That'd be cool. Pompa. Oh, also wanted to be like
An engineer.
But also work like a little bit with biology.
Oh yeah. He wants to work with cybernetics, like prosthetics, but making them better. Yeah.
And he said that if he ever creates a fully working cybernetic arm, he would cut off his own arm.
Yeah.
And I'm totally down with him. I would fucking do it too.
Mhm. Yeah. He'd pull off a Gage from Borderlands 2.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite characters too. Actually, that's the first one I played.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You play one of the DLC characters?
Yeah, because I got the Game of the Year edition.
Oh, mine was
First.
Zero.
Zero was pretty cool too.
Mhm.
It was Gage, and then I made a Gunzerker because of course
Yeah,
everybody
Gunzerker.
needs a Gunzerker.
Yeah.
And
Salvador.
then eventually I was like, ooh, I want to give the Psycho a try, and then I fell in love.
Yeah, Psycho's my favorite. I love Krieg so much. The character and the play style.
He's so fucking broken.
Yeah.
I like Axton. I mean, I
you,
don't.
yeah, you don't like to play the game.
Just
I mean that's fine. A lot of people like Axton, like that's their own thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would like Axton, but I just never like really got into playing him.
Cause like two of his skill trees is you get I think it's the red skill tree you can get 2 sentry turns, and if you get the middle skill tree all the way to you get like a nuclear explosion every time you throw it. I think the nuclear explosion does a lot of damage if you have the right equipment on. So people would just spam throw all the turns just to like do a lot of damage.
Yeah. It's weird how now you just describe yourself by your major, and like when you're talking, when you introduce yourself to someone, like that's usually like
one of the first questions.
About the third question.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it's like, what grade are you? What's your name? What's your name? What grade are you? What's your major?
Yeah, and it's crazy how like that defines you now.
Mhm.
Like for me being a psychology major, a lot of times like I find a lot more people that want to be psychology majors, but like it's weird because I feel like people would think that I'm psychoanalyzing them all the time, but I'm really not.
Yeah.
If you're a chem major, if you tell people you're a chem major, it'd be like, oof, God bless your soul.
Yeah, they feel
They say
bad
that
for you.
every time. They say that every time you're a chem major. Like, oh, what major are you? I'm like, oh, hey, I'm a chem major, and they're like, good
It's
luck.
hard.
Yeah. I've had my own version of that. Not that it's hard, but I've told people, oh, I'm a biology major, and he's like, oh, we need more people like you. I don't even know what they mean by that.
Yeah, like there's one like that. Like when he's like, man, we don't get that around. We don't get a lot of you around here. I'm like, damn, this is one hard job.
It's so fresh outside. Let me open this window and see what's up.
Oh, something very nice that I don't think I've told you guys yet. Somewhere in October, I don't know how you guys think about this because we don't do too well with them, but I love them. We're gonna get a dog, and it's gonna be a Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu?
Mhm. We're gonna name it something with a D. I think it was Divine. My mom wanted to name it Divine.
Is that like one of those mop ones?
It's Tobuscus's dog,
Oh.
Griffin.
Yeah, like the mop ones.
Mhm. Yeah.
If you don't take,
Oh yeah, the mop dogs.
if you don't take care of the hair, they become mops.
I want him to be a mop dog.
Yeah.
A clean mop dog. That'd be very nice. I ain't gonna do that stick thing.
You'll finally have a dog. You can introduce that dog to Paris.
Oh,
My-
yeah,
my
that'd be
pug.
very nice.
My autistic pug, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All pugs are autistic in their
I
own
Yeah.
miss
way. And
Sky.
I'm saying that in the least offensive way possible, but they really are like the autistic. It's fucked up to say. I'm a psychology major. It's okay.
Yeah.
I have Sky, but like she's like
we
a blue heeler.
we should once I get that dog, we should all get together with our dogs and see how they interact with each other. I
Yeah.
think that'd be nice.
Last time I got my dog with another dog, she peed herself.
We'll have them outside.
Like
Yeah.
Sky, my dog, which is a blue heeler, we call her Sky. When we were
Sky with an E.
with Sky with an
The-
E.
the Sky,
'cause of
there's-
the puppy dog pal. Oh, not puppy
Oh
dog.
yeah.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Papa.
And so we took her out to get shots, and we had her on the ground. She was like sniffing everything, and then she meets a dog, which was like a beagle. They touched noses, and I guess she was scared or nervous because then I just see her pee. I see pee coming under
Or
her.
super excited. She could have been super excited.
That too, but then she came to my sister and started holding her leg.
Oh, okay, never mind. She was scared.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
And then there's like a tank of a pit bull. Like, get like 2 bowling balls and just put them together, and I get the pit bull.
I did not come up with this on my own, but like, there was a comedian. His name is Carlos Vallarta.
Okay.
And he's a Spanish comedian. So if any of you speak Spanish, oh, not Spanish, Mexican comedian. My bad. But he was talking that like pugs are like the fucking failure of evolution. like you see it and you're
Charles
like,
Darwin's theory did
Yeah.
not work on them.
you're like, how come you were a wolf at some point, man? You were the fucking most alpha killer out there, and look at you. You can't even run without fucking running out of breath. You jump up a little and you fucking like they're dying with everything they do. Everything hurts them, and it's very true.
Yeah.
Paris has a hard time all the time, but she's happy.
Yeah. She seems happy. She always seems energetic
Yeah, she's always
and tired at the same time.
Yeah. It's just like another comedian, John Mulaney, said. You remember? It's like having a baby but also a grandma at the same time. Because the
Yeah.
face is a grandma and the fucking body is that of a puppy. But yeah, I don't know. What else can we talk about within this podcast? Any topics that you guys would like to touch on?
I don't know. I wasn't ready for this
Ooh.
podcast, which
Yeah.
I think makes it better.
Honestly, yeah, it does. We could tell a story.
A story.
Yeah. What's a nice story to tell? I mean, we probably shouldn't tell the one that like everybody loves about you, Derek. Maybe we should save that for another time.
Wait, which one does it have to do with females?
It has to do with acing the ephemeral.
Okay.
A certain event.
Yeah, during a certain.
No, man,
event.
no, shut up. Yeah, we gotta save that for later.
Yeah, that's a good story. That's honestly my favorite story.
Really?
Honestly.
Okay, yeah.
It
We'll
tops
talk
any
about
story.
it later.
Yeah. Whenever we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What's a good story, guys? Damn. You had some crazy stories, but none of them come to mind right now.
Who?
Us in general, like over the years. We've known each other since 8th grade.
Yeah.
Well, on average.
On average.
Some people have known more, but like on average, everybody met each other like around 8th grade. So we've had a lot of shit, and we had a lot growing. I remember how you and I started to bond, JJ. That we would
So we always go
after school to Stripes.
to Stripes.
Buy one big
Big ass.
slushy of Coke, and then we share it all the way home.
Uh-huh.
It was fucking magical. Derek and we started to bond over like me driving you around places.
Yeah.
That's when we like really bonded, because before that, like we talked, we were in the same friend group, but we never. Honestly, like onto mid high school, I don't think we like.
Yeah.
We all like hanged out after school like too much. It was mostly during school because.
We were just in the same friend group.
Yeah, unless we, like after school, if we stayed in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it hit to the point where like we all started bonding with each other more when we started getting our own personal vehicles.
Yeah, it really
Because
changed.
like we were able to go out to other places and like experience other things. Like we
But-
were able to stay out late.
Yeah, we get to do things like this.
Like this. But yeah, that's how you and I bonded, with me driving you around. And I never mind. I love being a chauffeur.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because you just don't like driving.
Yeah, man.
And that's
know.
respectable.
Yeah.
Driving sometimes does get stressful. Like I've started to get a lot more road rage, but that's just because like there's a lot of traffic whenever I'm driving around, and my dad's side comes out. Where
Yeah, your dad said.
yeah, my dad's side's the more
Badass.
the badass, but like less peaceful one. Like
Yeah.
both of my parents are pretty badasses. Like I don't know if I've told you guys the story, but the the one time that my dad like raised his hand towards my mom, it wasn't like horrible. Like he didn't fucking like straight up fucking sucker punched her or anything. Like I don't know the full extent of how bad the hit was.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a hit, and you know, like my dad's my dad. Like, you know, he does stuff, but I always like love him and respect him. I don't know what came from this one. Maybe he was drunk, maybe he was whatever. But it wasn't like a bad hit. Like I'll just tell you that it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like I don't know, like leave a black guy hit. It was just like a hit. It happened. And following the story, after that happens, my mom. Hold on. Please. Hold up. My mom goes to the room, like the room that they share.
After the slap or hit or whatever.
After the mentioned hit, and then my dad eventually like hours later he joins her, and then she gets on top of him, and like any other man would think at that point he's like, oh, she's trying to get freaky.
Oh my god.
And right as he's getting that thought, she starts fucking choking him like with all her fucking force.
Oh my god.
And then she like tells it to like as loud as day, you ever fucking hit me again, I won't hesitate. And then rolls over and goes to sleep.
Whoa, that's
My
hardcore.
my mom and dad are badasses. I
Yeah.
remember this other time, my dad's known as a ladies' man. And
Oh yeah.
that just happens to a lot of Mexican dads in general. Like you have a lot of half sisters, half brothers. It just happens.
Yep,
It's whatever.
everybody does. I do.
It's whatever. Like it's a normal thing for us. Maybe not for other
For the
cultures.
Hispanics, yeah.
But my dad just sometimes flirts without realizing that it's flirting because he just does it so often
Yeah.
in some way. So it's just the way he talks sometimes. But it was early when they were married, and this woman who was not very like much a friend group, of the friend group that they usually hang out with at the time. She started being like all touchy and like all flirty with my dad, and my mom was not having none of that shit. So she's like, hey, I need to go to the restroom. Come with me. Like women do, not sterilizing, not
Yeah.
stereotyping, but that's just what happened.
Mhm.
Moment they got to the restroom, she fucking hit her like just full swing, and she's like, don't fucking do that again. Like don't. And
Badass.
yeah, she has her badass moments. Like she's very calm and she's the best, like sweetest person you'll ever meet. Like, but whenever she like gets really emotional and really angry, she's a whole other person.
Mhm.
But that's great. Like, I have both sides of badass
Yeah.
in my blood. Yeah, there's a lot more stories, but I can't think of them.
Yeah, it's 2:46 a.m.
Yeah,
Our brains are pretty fried.
my
It's-
family's a bunch of criminals.
Yeah.
And that's just weird to say because like I'm not a criminal per se, but I have done illegal stuff. Let's not talk
Yeah.
about the illegal stuff, but like my uncle we have his mugshot and shit, and he used to run away from the cops a lot.
Oh,
That's why
okay,
even though
yeah.
my uncle's really fat, and that's not bad to say. Like it's just the truth. Like,
Mhm.
and he doesn't care. Like he loves himself, and that's just great. I want to get to that point in age where like I don't care how bad I look or how good I look. I just look like myself. Side tangent over. But he used to run away from the cops so much he got super fast. Like, honest to God, he's faster than Carlos. Even with like his overweight.
Dang.
It's crazy to see because he just fucking takes off. The moment he runs, he takes off. And I wish I could show you guys, but there's no video proof of it.
Yeah.
Next time I can show it to you guys, I will. But yeah. Do you guys have any interesting parent stories?
Parent story.
You can talk about the shark. That's a nice story.
The shark?
The one that your mom gave you?
Oh yeah. So I'd say like a week or two ago, my mom had cleaned out my my closet, and there were a ton of things from her childhood in there, just cluttered everywhere. I came back from college, not high school, and she just came downstairs with like a fuck ton of marbles, and I'm like, hey, that's very cool. What are they? Like, obviously they're marbles, but like, why would she show them to me?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, these were for my quince. Why from her quinta? I don't know. But she also came down with money from her quinta that she had never spent, and they're these really
Whoa.
weird $5, $20 bills that look way different from now. I'm not sure how much they're worth. They're probably worth the exact same amount as ours, maybe a little more. But
Yeah.
it was very interesting. But the most interesting thing she came down with was like this jar that had something in it that looked like a toy shark. But she told me that it was an actual shark that was gifted to her around the same time she was in high school by her ex-boyfriend. She's married now to Eric Ibarra, but by her ex-boyfriend when she was 15, Sandy. He had gifted her a shark, a baby shark, which I now named Frederick after my vampire D&D character. It was gifted to her like 32 years ago, probably longer, and I thought it was a toy because when I was small, I went to Corpus Christi and I found a jellyfish and I stuffed that jellyfish into a jar with water, and then the next day I pulled it out in school trying to show my friends, but it was just this murky blob of water. That shark was perfectly preserved. I thought it was a toy because it was perfectly intact.
It looks
and
very solid.
It's beautiful, yeah. Like, you think they put it there, like, maybe a week ago, but it's 32 years old. It's older than I am.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh, double rate. No, not double, but almost double rate.
Yeah.
That's wild. Do you have any crazy parent stories, Jay?
Not really.
They never tell you stories about them?
Not much.
You should ask them.
I was pretty like, cause my parents are separated, so like I was pretty young. I was a year when they separated, so I can't remember anything of their stories.
Oh, okay.
You should ask the stories. Everyone should ask their parents' stories. Like,
I
about
remember
their
one
child.
time where my mom made a joke. She said, your father told me that if you were a girl, like if you were born a girl, he would buy me a van. You know what he got me when you found out you were a boy?" And I'm like, "What?" He left.
She
I'm
has-
like,
I love her fucking sense of humor.
and I'm like, "Okay, mom, thanks."
Thanks for that. As you're like slowly crying. walking
Thanks for that.
My aunt has like a very interesting story that like she, well, the aunt that like is married to the uncle that runs really fast. They're my legal guardians, but they're contemporary, whatever. You know, it's weird. Come already. Okay. It's not that bad. All right. Yeah, we'll go.
What?
I read your messages.
What are you doing reading my shit?
I know it's your mom. Like, what are you hiding?
I told her we're making a podcast and she'd be like, "Oh, okay." Because she doesn't know what it is.
It's about to end anyway.
Okay.
We're at 47 minutes. Well, that same aunt that's married to an uncle that runs really fast. For a little while they were broken up, and apparently she had like a lesbian face.
Whoa.
Like she dated this blonde girl, and I don't know how we just came to talk about this, but she's very much a free spirit. So like I can totally see her like having a lesbian moment like after she just broke up with with a guy. Like she's those type of girls, and then she came back to men, of course.
Man, imagine how much that must suck. Like, you were such a bad boyfriend that she changed her freaking sexuality.
You know what's crazy though? It runs with the blood.
He made
Cause my cousin Lalo, their son, of course. He fucking broke up with a girl. She turned lesbian and moved away. I don't know what happens with
Wait,
that
was
family.
it the one that there was it the recent one that he had, or
No, another one.
Okay.
The recent one doesn't talk
He
about
made
that.
him gay. He made her gay.
That's a funny story too. But we need a lot of context for that one. I don't know how can we close this podcast. Is there any story that would be nice to fill up a 10-minute frame? Maybe less.
Not that I can think of. I don't know. Moist.
Are we allowed to tell Jesus Maria's story?
Not yet. I think.
You think that's okay? Like
I don't know.
none of them would hear. Oh, Jesus would eventually hear it.
Yeah. What?
Because I asked him if he wanted to be in the podcast, but like,
He said no?
no, he said yeah, but I don't really think he would mind. Like he really doesn't care about anything.
Thing is, he broke up with her. So it's not like this, oh no, she cheated on me type of thing. It's more like he broke off with her, so I'm sure he doesn't mind talking about it.
Yeah, and I don't think Maria
Like, we gotta
cares.
ask for permission, that's why.
I don't think Maria cares though. She's told the story a lot of times, and I told her that like, don't worry, it's a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a great
Let's say
story.
okay. So we have mutual friends named one is Jesus, who's eventually gonna be in the podcast. The other one's named Maria. I don't think she's gonna be in the podcast.
No, man.
We talk a lot of secret shit, which we put out in the world, but whatever. You know, it's a whole lot different when like
Ironic.
yeah, ironic.
It's different because you don't know the people, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know who's gonna hear this, but what was I gonna say? Oh, basically they had a relationship, and during prom day, apparently it all just went to shit. It, if you know our friend Jesus, you would know that he's very much of a cranky person,
Yep.
and very much someone that when they're not having fun, they'll fucking let you know with their face.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for him to have fun sometimes. I don't know. His definition of fun is very weird. He's very much of a square.
Hey, he's a square.
He's a square.
Which is
But
what makes him interesting.
he didn't want to go to this prom, but then his mom made him go, and of course he has a girlfriend, so he has to go. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have to go. It's not written in law, but basically it should be written in law that you have to go. Like it's just a thing that you have to do as a responsible boyfriend. And they went, and he didn't talk to her for the whole night, of course, because Jesus.
Yeah.
and
that.
and he was just cranky the whole time. And
We were there, Jay.
We were there.
and as they're walking out, like it started raining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't go to prom. I didn't want to, and
I
I
don't
had a
blame
good time. But I watched Doctor Strange with Pompa and Jose, and well, like in the TV that you gave me, more context than that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it started raining, and all the good boyfriends were giving the girlfriends like their coats, and
Mhm.
Jesus just fucking walks away because he doesn't care about
Yeah,
anything.
Jesus is like the definition of no chill.
No fucking chill. So he just walks away, lets her fucking get all wet and shit. And if you guys are girls or if you guys know about this, like all the shit that they put on, very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Makeup,
oh,
hair.
yeah.
So
The clothes.
it all just went to shit. And then as they get into the car, of course she explodes because like who wouldn't explode at that point?
Mm-hmm.
And they started like arguing back and forth. And eventually, he screams back because of course if you're getting yelled at, you want to scream back. Even though he kept it cool, which is very impressive for Jesus. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the one thing Jesus has.
He just explodes.
out of like before all of us. He knows how to keep his cool.
No,
But, like,
he doesn't keep
Oh
his
no,
cool
no, yeah. He doesn't know how to keep his cool
with us, but like whenever.
with us, but like with other people, he'll keep his cool until like you start getting into him.
But eventually they got to Maria's house, and they were like 2 blocks away, and they started like just kind of basically just going back and
Free
forth,
for all.
working free for all, working through like what the fuck is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And on prom night, Maria got dumped by Jesus. After
Yeah,
that whole horrible night, she got dumped like 2 out on top of it.
What a way to go.
And she told me that like at the beginning, well not like at the end of it, like as she's cleaning out the makeup, like changing,
Mm-hmm.
going to go take a shower. She like slowly sees as Jesus fucking removes nicknames, removes the emoji, all that stuff, removes chat colors.
Dang. Was
Yeah.
she hurt?
Was she hurt?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
can assume. I
I-
would assume so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into like.
Yeah, you don't.
Like
Her
if you, see,
state?
if you
But
kind
yeah.
of like see that type of situation, like kind of like.
Honestly,
kinda
though,
affect
who
the
wouldn't?
guy.
Yeah.
Because like yeah, it's to be fair, like it was prom night. I don't think they maybe he could have waited a year
Yeah.
day after
At least like
day
a
2.
week or two.
Yeah, like let her have her day.
But I feel like he did it for the impact.
It makes a great story. Like I'm sure she's okay with us telling the story because
Yeah.
like she's told it a lot.
She
and-
makes his roaster about her every time.
Yeah. Like I said, just like Anthony Jeselnik says, like the best way to get over a tragedy is to make fun of it the very same day, and it actually does help a lot. More on that later with JJ stories and
My
shit like that.
God.
But
What's up with
Yeah.
everyone?
My stories are like.
yeah, they'll make me sound like an asshole. But honestly,
But
like,
at the end, it's
It's
the
a
results
coping
are good.
mechanism.
it's a
and
coping
good.
mechanism, really. It's like telling yourself, like, I have depression, I'm gonna kill myself tonight, and you really have depression, and you really do want to kill yourself, but you're not gonna do it because it's a joke. It's a coping
Yeah, because
mechanism.
you'd look pretty fucking stupid if you actually do it after joking about it.
Yeah.
What a dummy!
What a fucking dumbass. Like, I don't know. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, killing
If
yourself
you-
is illegal.
If you have depression and it's serious, seek some help.
Yeah, like people like Alex. They're
Yeah.
working for you.
Yeah. Your friends, your friends can get you far places, but these people are qualified,
Yeah, they're
Alright.
qualified to get you there.
certified. But
Yeah, they'll get you there safe.
site engine over. Yeah, yeah, like that. That was a nice story. Like, and right now it doesn't seem like a nice story for her, but I'm like telling her that story 5 years from now.
Hmm.
You're
gonna
gonna
matter.
you're gonna tell it everywhere.
Yeah, like I love my stories that I have from that relationship.
We should tell that in the next podcast. That
yeah,
story,
yeah,
but-
definitely.
But that story is great. Everybody loves it.
Everybody, more people know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I told my speech class. and
I told my speeches too. I told you after.
Oh, the night. Okay, I thought you were talking about the incident where my little brother and stuff. But okay.
Oh no.
I get you. No, that
No.
even better.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, yeah. Cliffhanger, am I
That'd
right?
be a good one.
Yeah, man.
But that story is great. But yeah, everybody loves that story. I told it to my
and,
speech class.
and Alex had a front row seat to that story.
It was the best.
With my mom.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom's great. Like, I don't know, she doesn't act like a mom sometimes. She has like a very weird sister.
Yeah, like a worried friend / sister.
Yeah, which is great. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. The
Yeah.
podcast is 50, now
More on that
56 minutes.
next time.
Yeah. How can we close this? What's a nice slogan / closure? Look towards the left and you'll see a horse
Die,
with.
Bakugo 2018.
Look towards the left and you see a horse with human eyes and a human smile.
Fuck.
Fuck. Alright. You wanna do that again?
No, I want to do it. I'm tired.
Uh,